So, how does teacher training compare to your average office job? To give you some background, I taught primary many years ago. Then I stopped teaching for a few years. I did a paralegal job. I was working in technical support for a while, and now I've gone back to teaching secondary. I'm doing a teacher training course right now, which finishes in a couple of months. I would say that the main difference is the preparation. The level of preparation that you need to be a teacher is immense. You have to plan every minute of your day, especially in the early days. The main reason for that in my case is I need to feel prepared for a lesson, to feel confident to teach the lesson to the class. You've got 30 kids in front of you, 30, in my case, mostly teenage kids in front of me, looking to you to teach them to know your stuff inside out. And if they say a chink in your armour, they see a weakness, they will let you know about it, and that will make for a very, very stressful day. And that is not something you have in an office, obviously, because you're mostly working with adults. And adults, you can expect some level of respect and decorum, even if there's some office politics. They're not likely to swear in your face. They're not likely to be disrespectful and rude to you, not openly anyway. But you will get that with young people. So I would say the preparation, and then of course there is the level of stress and the amount of work that comes with being hyper prepared to be in that classroom and to teach every single lesson. It's very physical, so you're mostly on your feet, performing in front of an audience effectively. So if you're the sort of person that likes to be on your feet and sort of thrives on performance, I myself did a degree in drama, did a lot of performing arts when I was younger, so it suits me. I quite enjoy it. I would say as well, in comparison, you're not going to have as much screen time. So when I was working in an office, I spent at least 7 hours of my 8-hour day in front of my computer, sat down. You won't have that. You will not have that. You will need to do some preparation. So maybe 1 or 2 hours a day in front of your computer, but that's the extent of it. Now, in terms of pros, I would definitely say it's more fulfilling, because when you teach a good lesson and the children respond to you, it feels really good. And I would also say that school hours, basically, you do have school hours. When I was working in the office, yes, I would work, say, 8 till 4, 9 till 5, that kind of thing. But when I'm in school, I have to get there for about 20 past 8, I would say, in the morning. And then provided, if I've done all my preparation properly and I haven't got a lot of marking, I can leave school at like 3:20. And I can be home by, say I'm home by like 4 o'clock. That's not every day. There's going to be days where you have got early meetings or late meetings and you do need to prepare extra things. You might need to print something off and, cut it down to size for the kids to stick in the books. You might need to have a meeting with a parent about something or make some phone calls to parents in particular. There are other things around it. But basically, on a good day, you can go to school at, say, 8:20 and you can leave school at, say, like 3:30, which is fabulous, especially if you're like me and you've got kids that you want to spend time with in the evening and so on. I would say as well, the money, like the qualifying salary for 2024-25 is 30 grand for a teacher. And working as a paralegal for a company nearby before, I was on 25, which is, it's fine considering I don't have a law degree, but it's not ideal either. Teaching isn't great pay, but pros and cons basically. I found working in an office, I found it unfulfilling. I found it a bit boring. It wasn't very stimulating. I'm someone that likes to be busy, very busy most of the time. And I'll put 150%, I'll put all my energy into my work, which is good because you really need to be that way teaching. You do need to be really prepared. You do need to be prepared for the level of stress and the level of work and the hours that are going to be expected of you. Because as much as you can leave school on time most days, there will be days where you're marking quite late. You've got assessments to mark, you've got stuff, paper that you need to cut, you've got data that you need to enter in terms of like grading and things and results. On top of that, you've got pastoral things as well. So you might have, I'm connected to a form, and they have their own worries and things that they might want to talk to you about. You have to teach them about PSHE as well. So social issues, you're talking about drugs and finances and relationships and all kinds of things. So if that kind of thing makes you uncomfortable, that's something to consider as well. There is an expectation that pastorally you will want to actually take care of these kids socially and emotionally on some level, in some way, professionally speaking, with a professional distance, that is. I think that pretty much covers it. So pay is not great, but actually it depends how qualified you are in the job you're doing right now. You need to be open to high levels of stress, high levels of workload. You will be on a regular school day though, and you do get all the half terms and the summer holidays. You will have to spend some of those preparing, but you do actually get a good 6 week off in summer. You'll have to spend some of it preparing, but maybe if you spend a week or two preparing, you do get a good month block. I say overall you do get more time off than you do in your regular job. But the thing I'm learning, and I'd forgotten about, because like I said, I hadn't taught for a few years in between, is yes, it's a 10-month year essentially. It's a 38-week year teaching, but you will have the workload and the stress levels squeezed into those 10 months that you would normally have over 12 months. So what you're saving yourself in time, you're not going to be saving yourself in stress levels. That will still be quite high. So be prepared for that. And as always, if you've got any questions or anything, put it below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.